The railroad industry has been very important in the history of the city of Meadville. A museum is located in the very place where much of that history was made.
And now there's a new attraction at that museum. John Last has more in this edition of The Last Word.
I'm very impressed with the French Creek Valley Railroad Historical Society. The society opened up the Meadville Railroad Depot Museum 3 years ago. It's a must-see for any railroad buff, especially after its latest arrival earlier this month. Here is that new arrival. It's a C6 30M locomotive, built in 1968 by Montreal Locomotive Works under license of the American Locomotive Company. This 6-axle locomotive was donated to the French Creek Valley Railroad Society by the Western New York and Pennsylvania Railroad, and it is now front and center outside the museum.
And we can't thank the WNYP crews in the office, on the railroad, on their track crews. We can't thank them enough. This depot was built in 1881.
Carl Timko is the gift shop manager at the museum and writes the newsletter for the society.
Over here are some artifacts.
He is giving me a tour inside the museum. The museum is located in the old Meadville Railroad Depot, built in 1881. Inside this historic place are artifacts from the days when 7 passenger trains left Meadville each day. There's things such as bells and lanterns, tools and toolboxes, rail spikes, and a conductor's uniform and a conductor's watch. People come for miles to see them.
I mean, we got people from all over, different countries too. We had people come down from Canada.
Some of the most fascinating pieces of history are displayed on the walls. There's photographs that were taken in the late 1800s outside this very building. It's a wonderful look back at the people and the trains that arrived here over 125 years ago. I can't stop looking at these photographs. Here are some photos of train wrecks that occurred just a few feet from where I am currently standing. One wreck involved 2 trains in August 1939 right in front of the depot. The other wreck was a derailment that occurred in front of the depot in June 1962.
Yeah, there's the station right here.
So much to see, including this model of the first train to arrive in Meadville in 1863. If you want to see more retired railroad cars, there's a locomotive, a 1908 wooden boxcar, and a caboose on display at Pomona Park, a quarter of a mile away from the museum. If that's not enough, there's also a railroad snowplow. With the last word in Meadville, John Last, Erie News Now.
And that railroad museum is currently operating on the fall and the winter calendar. The museum will be open on weekends beginning on Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, and then it will extend through December 20th.
However, anyone who would like to set up a special tour is invited to contact the museum. You can get those details by reading this story on our website, erienewsnow.com.